Check, check, check. How do I feel? I feel like whenever I start making one of these videos, or I don't ask myself how I feel, you know? So I was like, what do I gotta do? What am I doing? How do I do it? How do I feel right now? Bad, honestly. My eye got irritated, and now it feels like there's a piece of dust in my eye. It burns every time I close them, and it dries out and burns again every time I open them. That's why I'm wearing the sunglasses. Got like this red eye. It's not fucking pink eye, but it doesn't feel good. I feel overwhelmed, which leads to anxious, stuck. I feel on the edge. Inspiration. I'm ready to live effortlessly. So maybe this experience is the test. It's like, when life isn't easy, can I still live easily? I mean, sort of like, when life isn't abundant, can I still embody abundance? I start to think about what I have to do to get to the life I want, and the list is just so long. So then it's like, okay, narrow it down. Like, how? Where do I start narrowing it down? Do the next thing. What is that? It's like not even that easy. Or maybe I'm making it, and not easy. There it is. It's not easy, I say. Why? It's too much. It's not a good thing. It's just, like, I own that. I'm gonna put some eye drops in. Now my fucking nose is running. I'm not crying, my eye just hurts. But we need to be hurting. What's up, class? It's kind of like the vibe I'm giving off right now. I'm back. Once you find yourself, you'll live your dream. Little B Bass God said that, and I think it's the truth. You have to know yourself. You have to know what you believe, because your beliefs shape your reality. Right now, I believe that there's too much. There's too much to do for me. Do I sell all my stuff? Make some money that way? I need to finish these videos for my client. I need to start promoting Broad Ripple is Burning. I need to I want to make something every day, right? I want to make vlogs every day. These all sound easy. If I schedule them out, if I list them out, I get overwhelmed. How do I list them out and not get overwhelmed? Is it a simple matter of just telling myself, don't get overwhelmed? I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to be happy. I want my life to feel easy. I mean, it kind of already does. Once you find yourself, you'll live your dream. Knight of Cups reversed. This is me today. Moody, too sensitive, melodramatic, overwhelmed by emotion. I don't know why I'm even talking like that. It's kind of bossy. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's kind of like a baby. I don't know. I copy my dad, actually. He has like a lawyer voice that he turns on. And I kind of like learned from a young age how to turn on my lawyer voice. Alright, here's some shit that I've learned recently. Thing number 1. I'm gonna write this down. 1. Awareness is the first stage, and you're allowed to stay in it. Know yourself, know God. The great way is easy for one who has no preferences. And thus, here's that one with me from Shinji, Way the Tao. What else have I? Abundance is being able to do what you need to. All lack is systemic and mainly driven on a personal level by belief systems. Now it's hard because, like, I grew up rich. Shut up. Mike. Goddamn. All lack is systemic. And most of my lack is driven by my own fucking beliefs. Now, the truth of the matter is, I am essentially the embodiment of abundance. I am also the embodiment of the law of attraction. My best friend Alex, my roommate, said, Harry, shit just happens to Harry. Sorry. So what am I doing here? What's the mission here? What's my intention? 6. Intention dictates the future. Your intention dictates your future. 7. Forget, do I deserve? Should I? The question is, are you ready for what you want? You have to decide that you're ready. You have to believe that you're ready for what you want. I believe I'm ready. What do I want? I want an endless money faucet into my bank account. Mainline that shit into my bank account for my music. That's what I want. I'll figure out the rest. Give me $5,000 a month for my music to start. Disassociation is not detachment, and connection is not attachment. The practice of attachment is just as important as the practice of detachment. For the practice of attachment is really about connection. It's about being open and embracing. With the simultaneous practice of detachment, I'm not crying, my eye just hurts. I'm really bad today. And the practice of detachment allows you to attach without becoming too invested in the emotional reactions. That's how you love somebody. You attach to them, but then you learn to allow your emotional reactions to come up, and you create enough space. That's what detachment is about. Detachment is sort of like bringing your dog to the dog park, where, you have enough space to let them off the leash, but they're still there. But there's enough space for them to go hang around with the other dogs. It's not, letting your dog off leash on a crowded street. It's not bringing your dog into the dog park and keeping it on a tight leash. It's not avoiding the dog park. Detachment is about embracing what comes at you without letting it control you. You see, attachment comes from a lack mentality. This idea that you are not whole. Attachment comes really from the illusion of duality, this and the other, when in reality it's one. We're all one, we are alone. And in that loneliness, we are whole, that we are together with everyone. Detachment is an embrace of that wholeness that comes from trusting that it's all there. What am I afraid of? I'm not crying. I'm sorry if I'm talking too bossy anymore. My Virgo Mars gets all preachy. Spirituality, whether it's organized religion or astrology or mindfulness meditation, offers tools to know yourself. By knowing God and Jesus, you know yourself. By reading the tarot, you seek an understanding of yourself. In astrology, you know yourself. And once you know yourself, you unlock your dreams. Because when you know what you want, what excites you truly, you can act on it, and then the universe will reward you. You see, the problem is so much of us get caught up in roles, you see? And roles are really productive. You're being a boyfriend, being a brother, a son, a mother, a sister, a father, a citizen. And these roles are productive. These roles make shit. I was making $200,000 in 2023 as a tech recruiter, and I don't think I've ever got closer to depression. I almost gave up on my dream, on my passion, on my excitement. That's the opposite of love, apathy, not caring anymore. It's a great way, it's easy for one who has no preferences. Sounds like a cop-out, right? It's not. No preferences means you set your intention and then you open yourself up to God, to the universe. The intention is to find what you want. Expectations is being specific on how you want to find it. And you have to let go of the expectations, because your expectations, just like they could be greater than what happens, they could also be a lot less than what actually happens. And you set the intention to find something and you turn this way and you expect it to come from over here, and then it fucking swings behind you 3 times. Set the intention and then open up to your intuition, your instinct. Fate is the instinct of action. I have felt stuck for about 1.5 years now, almost 2. But in this rut, I've started to awaken. Ram Dass says, as humans, when we see other people suffering, we want to end their suffering. But as an awakened being, you're able to recognize that suffering is a vessel for further awakening. Pain is an ecosystem. On one side of pain is like decay, destruction, and death. On the other side is growth. When you work out, you have to tear your muscles for them to grow back stronger. In life, you're gonna have to go through painful experiences to become stronger. And this isn't about embracing pain in some masochistic way. In fact, this is about being able to move through pain as quickly as possible, because we're often so turned off by pain and avoidant of pain that we never get through it. We get stuck on one side of pain, but you have to move through it. And that comes from embracing what you're going through. Is my greatest pain boredom? I don't know. Nine. Pain is an ecosystem that reveals truth and leads to growth. I have to let myself out into the world. It's true. I think I've been waiting for it to be perfect, but it already is. As soon as I make it, it'll be perfect, because that's the only thing I could have made. And I'll refine it, and I'll learn. This feels good just to yap. What are my belief systems that are holding me back? What is the system that is this lack energy that I'm working through? Why do I think it's so hard right now? It's not because my eye hurts. It's not because I haven't paid my tax. It's not because of my ADHD. How can I embrace my resistance? You see, resistance is an alarm system for your beliefs and how they interact with the real world. If there's a CO2 detector in your house and it's going off, do you unplug the CO2 detector, or do you figure out the source of the CO2? When you feel yourself resisting, how often are you unplugging the detector instead of understanding why you resist? I unplug the detector a lot. I thought quitting weed would help me, and it did, but nothing's changed. My friend Scott Haber, I once said, dude, I was doing so well. I don't know what happened. I kind of fell off again. I don't know what changed. Then he said, have you thought to ask what did it change? A lot has definitely stayed the same. My eye hurts. It's really bad. I'm gonna stop it there.